A pen can be a weapon. Not when it signs a marriage license, but when it erases a woman's future. For 30 years, Meri Brown survived loyalty tests, public humiliation, and emotional exile. But in 2025, the game changed. Because this wasn't about love anymore. This was about silence. What viewers saw was a land sale dispute. What they didn't see was a system. A last-minute document designed to trade money for obedience. Voice for access. Truth for
I have
compliance.
never fought him on that.
At the center of it all. A confidentiality agreement so restrictive, it didn't just protect privacy. It protected power. Meri wasn't refusing to sign paperwork. She was refusing to disappear. And the terrifying implication. If she signed, the truth about where the money went, who benefited, and who paid the price, would die with her silence. Tonight, we follow the paper trail, the pressure tactics, and the moment this control strategy collapsed. Because this time, Meri said no. And the receipts are impossible to ignore. Meri refuses to sign. Kody's secret plan to silence the ex-wives. Total estimated runtime, 60 minutes. Tone, neutral documentary, investigative, Netflix docudrama. 0 to 7 o'clock, the cold open, the pen and the sword. Visual, high contrast close-up of a signature line on a legal document. Audio, low, pulsing synth tension. Narrator, for 30 years, she was the loyalist. The first wife. The one who stayed when the world, and her family, seemed to turn its back. But in the winter of 2025, Meri Brown was presented with a choice that would define the rest of her life. Her financial freedom in exchange for her eternal silence. While the world watched the fallout of the Brown family empire on TLC, a shadow war was being waged behind closed doors. At the center of this battle was a document, a confidentiality agreement, so restrictive it allegedly sought to erase Meri's right to speak her truth. Today, we go inside the silence plan, the moment Meri finally said no, and the legal chess match that has left Kody and Robyn Brown scrambling to protect their legacy. Mini hook. Coming up. Why did Robyn Brown wait until the final hour of a $1 million land sale to drop a secret legal bombshell? 7:01 to 1500, the Coyote Pass trap. Narrator. The setting is Flagstaff, Arizona. Coyote Pass, the land that was supposed to represent the family's one home dream, had become a graveyard of failed promises. By early 2025, Janelle and Meri were desperate to liquidate their shares and move on. Verified research. According to reports from January 2026, a buyer finally stepped forward with a $1.5 million offer. Janelle had already done the legwork, ensuring the title company was ready. But just as the ink was set to dry, a new document appeared. Not from the buyer, but from Robyn. Janelle Brown. Historical context. Robyn pops up and says, "Oh, I'm not going to do it unless you guys sign this confidentiality agreement." It felt like a total power play. Narrator. This wasn't a standard real estate disclosure. It was an NDA. Robyn and Kody reportedly made the sale of the land contingent on Meri and Janelle agreeing never to disparage the DABSARC unit Kody and Robyn's household, or discuss the specifics of the family's financial distributions. 15:01:25. The silencing of the first wife. Narrator. For Meri, this was the final straw. After years of being ghosted by Robyn and emotionally sidelined by Kody, being asked to sign away her voice was an insult she could no longer bear. Verified quotes. One-on-one special. Jan 2026. Meri told host Sukanya Krishnan, "It was all about silencing me. They didn't want me to talk, and I could not figure out why. So when they say, Meri was stopping the sale, damn right I was. Because I'm not going to be silenced." Again. Legal analysis. In 2025, Meri hired high-powered legal counsel to review the deeds. She discovered that while Kody claimed to have paid for 92% of the land, the legal reality of the communal, family pot, funds told a different story. The NDA was, according to many legal observers, a way to prevent Meri from filing a lawsuit for misappropriation of funds. Mini hook. Wait until you hear Kody's backdoor deal accusation. Did he really try to sell the land out from under Meri? 25-0135-00 Backdoor deal, deflection. Narrator. As the pressure mounted, Kody Brown's defense mechanism shifted toward aggression. In a shocking Season 20 confessional, Kody admitted he considered a backdoor deal with Janelle to bypass Meri entirely. Kody Brown teaser quote, "I got in this place where I was like, backdoor deal, almost with Janelle. Just sell it out from under these two, Meri and Robyn." Analysis. Critics suggest this was a classic divide and conquer tactic. By painting Meri as the difficult one holding up everyone's money, Kody hoped to turn the other wives against her. But the tactic failed. Janelle and Meri, once bitter rivals, found common ground in their shared distrust of Kody's legal maneuvers. Fan reaction. Facebook community greater than Meri finally grew a backbone. Kody has used her loyalty against her for decades, but once he touched her money and her voice, the game changed. 35-0145-00 Robyn's role, protector or procurer. Narrator. We must look at Robyn's involvement through a docudrama lens. Robyn has consistently claimed she had Meri's back during the divorce. However, Janelle's 2026 revelation that Robyn was the one who personally held up the land sale for an NDA contradicts this loyal sister-wife persona. Post-event analysis. By January 2026, it became clear that the NDA wasn't just about privacy. It was about the future. If Meri or Janelle ever wrote a tell-all book or gave an unedited interview, the financial penalties in that contract would have stripped them of their land profits. Robyn wasn't just protecting Kody's feelings, she was protecting the family's remaining assets. 45-0155-00 The long-term implications. Narrator. The Coyote Pass property finally sold in April 2025, but the damage was done. The silence plan backfired. Instead of keeping the ex-wives quiet, it forced them to seek legal protection, bringing the family's private financial disputes into the public record. Legal consequences. As of late 2025, there are ongoing discussions regarding the family fund. If Meri can prove that her B&B earnings or TLC checks were used to pay for Robyn's house without her consent, the silence contract might be the least of Kody's worries. Community impact. The Sister Wives fandom has shifted. The show is no longer about polygamy. It is a cautionary tale about the intersection of faith, reality TV fame, and legal warfare. Mini hook. Next, we look at the 2026 olive branch Is Kody's recent apology to Meri sincere, or is it another legal tactic? 55.01.60.00 The final word. No more silence. Narrator. In their final 2025 confrontation, Meri told Kody, "You're not going to shut me down anymore." It was a sentence 30 years in the making. The silence contract remains unsigned by Meri Brown. By choosing her voice over a timely payout, she has reclaimed her narrative. As the Brown family prepares for season 20, the power dynamic has shifted. The patriarch no longer holds the pen. The wives are writing their own final chapters. Visual. A slow fade of Meri walking away from a filming set, leaving Kody standing alone in the distance. Audio. The wind over Coyote Pass, then silence. Meri Brown claims Kody and Robyn tried to silence her. This video is highly relevant as it breaks down the specific 2026 reports and one-on-one admissions regarding the NDA Kody and Robyn pushed during the Coyote Pass sale. Would you like me to generate a set of viral thumbnails to match this specific Meri refuses narrative? If you're here because you're tired of surface-level narratives, this channel exists for one reason: to document what actually happened when the cameras weren't rolling. Like this video to signal that these stories deserve daylight. Comment below, not with insults, but with insight. This investigation is stronger when patterns are named out loud. Subscribe if you believe reality TV shouldn't erase accountability. And when this video ends, watch the next breakdown in this playlist. Because this wasn't an isolated moment. It was a system. And systems leave fingerprints.